Okay, so at this point in the story, I think our only real objective is to listen to our Nancy the Nautilus audiobook. Which doesn't strictly mean there's 3 of you there for more experience. Rewards a factor. Let's go with this one, because that seems like a passive boost that I do not have to consciously activate. I entered the realm of infinite muggings and took as much money as I needed from all the people who exist. Oh no. It didn't even really anything happen to him. Nothing. Nothing in the face of pride. Oh, I've got no choice anymore. You must drown so that I can be reborn. I wish there were another way. But there isn't. I don't have wishing powers yet, that's why I need to be reborn. You're working against yourself here, although granted for you it'll be too late, but the next person who comes along needn't lose their eyelids.
Get ready for battle.
So once the second you don't stand to be the direct beneficiary anymore, suddenly you don't believe in the idea. Disingenuous, eyelidless man.
People like you that make me do the little hops or the boingy boing. You see?
Oh god. Now you've got reasons to be afraid.
At night. Out the back of the McDonald's where the cowboys find you. They're gonna boy so many cows.
Give me a little funny bonk. He sort of papped me on the snookers. This is abominable. And now I will abominate you.
Oh, let loose. Let loose.
Release all your Sunday shoes. Will this hit? It seemed like it should, but I don't know that was one neat combo. I can't tell anymore. Logically, I can teleport wherever I want. Oh, got passive coin resistance as well. Oh, I've had no coins on this whole time. It detached all my coins when I went to school. Now we're gonna play a game I like to call Turmoil Roulette.
We spin the wheel, and your life is thrown into disarray. For my amusement.
You got orbs. I've got orbs, and I can see them because they're visible orbs. It's everyone's favourite rushing wave. And you can't sue it anymore. Not even if you want. Not even if Jimmy says you can. Jimmy's permission slips don't work here. You'll get none of the leniency you were expecting. I could have done the other one really, couldn't I? I could, you know, you can do many things when you're in the beef pot,
but nobody does. Everyone just remains catatonic in a pot of beef.
Because that's a fun way to spend your evening. Somebody move in the beef pot, please. You've got to. You're supposed to be stirring it. That's what I get for putting people in a pot of beef and not telling them why, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna shear you and your aunt. Auntie shears. Face your fears. Go away. This doesn't look like it's gonna go well. I'd better activate funny defense mode. 1,000 times funnier than the regular way you put down Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oh no, there's a secret 16. Get in the pod. We've got a pod here.
I never knew this place existed.
Just a random room?
These labs exist all over the world. I don't even know how many there are.
So where's 21?
In one of the funny pods?
Resting in another room.
No.
She should wake up soon.
We have another room
I
with
see.
different pods for that.
So, who is 21 anyway?
Android.
She's an android that was created from the cells of countless warriors and brilliant researchers.
Oh dear.
She's even stronger than Cell ever was.
Even
Good.
stronger than Cell.
That's not impressive at this point in the continuity.
Cell evolved through fighting Goku, eventually becoming stronger than the Cell we knew. But 21 is completely different. She already has more potential than Cell ever possessed.
Now I'm flying
Her most
away.
dangerous quality.
Oh no, now I'm evil and looking at the floor.
She can power herself up endlessly by feeding on other creatures.
Pa. My evil
Damn.
lighting tells you I am a threat.
So she is an even bigger monster than Cell.
A monster? That's putting it lightly. Why does she absorb energy from other creatures anyway?
That's actually a very normal biological
This
process.
is just a guess, but I think some of the cells in 21 may be going berserk. Her urge to feed takes on a persona that opposes her true nature.
Oh no, Persona 5. I couldn't be bothered coming up with a clever joke. It's been a while since I've played a Persona game, to be honest. I couldn't come up with a meaningful
That's
reference.
how violent these cells are.
I'm going to thief all of your phantoms.
What do you
Do a
mean?
casual
She has
homophobia.
another violent persona lurking
Or
inside her.
transphobia, I'm not sure. I don't think they're aware there's a difference.
Yes, it's constantly trying to surface, and she has to desperately keep pushing it back down.
Like a
So 16.
sponge? No, not a sponge. A
What's up?
sponge would absorb the
Why
water
would you
and
work with
sink.
someone so dangerous?
You fucking moron, sponge saying fool. Why is Android 17? Why have I said
Because
sponge
she is
today?
the one who repaired me, in order for me to stop her from going mad.
Sometimes you gotta build a big android that
Yeah,
tell you
that
no.
does sound like you. Always the obedient one, even when your leader's a total nutcase. I don't think I've ever heard you talk this much, though. I find it annoying. I get the feeling you aren't just working with
that's
21 because she ordered
rude.
you to.
Oh no.
The silent treatment again. Looks like he's back to his old self.
You said you didn't want me to speak. You've made your fucking bed, now play croquet on the ceiling!
Ah, I'm sure he'll explain the rest eventually. We'll just have to ask him later.
Got one single dangle
More
tube.
importantly, is there any way to suppress
It
21's
is
urge to feed?
fluorescent.
We should start there.
Yes, that's why we started using the link system.
Linking random other people to orbs makes Android 21 stop
The
existing.
link system was invented by Dr. Giro, and 21 has used it in order to keep herself under control.
So if I understand you, all she has to do is link up and that's it?
I don't know the details, but she said linking up is like rewriting one's mind. The technique allows the linked soul to freely control the host's body.
I don't like the angle I'm looking at your teeth at, sir.
I get it. Seems like a control system. It's an easy way to keep someone from rebelling against you. No wonder that old fart invented it.
Maintaining a link was harder than Dr. Giro originally conceived. Under most circumstances, people are unable to leave their bodies for extended periods of time.
You know, I have heard that.
So even if the link is successful, most souls return to their bodies in less than a minute. However, in this case, I have no idea why the soul inside 18 has managed to maintain the link for so long.
Powerful orb.
16. You think 21 intended to try and utilize this soul's power?
It wouldn't surprise me.
power of Orb.
I am sorry I kept quiet about this for so long.
Orb.
The potency of your link.
It's no use, he's off there orbing off on his own, ignoring the entire plot.
Please, will you continue to lend us your strength?
I will lend you my orb. Oh, they're like, oh, you're going to go funny altruism, or do you a big selfish? I don't particularly want to go back to my own body, I want to invade everyone's minds and create an army.
Really? You still want to help after hearing all that?
Yeah, Orb Force.
Impressive. Talk about a good Samaritan.
I'll Samarit you.
So,
You
breaking the link
silly
until
fuck.
we defeat all the clones, right? So it doesn't
That
matter.
is the golden
Our
rule.
goal stays the same either way.
If 21's urge to feed grows stronger, you won't be able to defeat her the way you are now.
What about in a
So
game
we
of
need
tabled
you
tennis?
to get stronger.
Surely we can trick her into that.
Some luck I have. Looks like we really picked the short straw here. At least there's fighting.
At least there is fighting. You're not wrong. Do I get an other person yet? Doesn't seem like I do. Let's just carry on then. You think you can put a stop to me? Baptism grenade! Now everybody
In the immediate vicinity is pure in the eyes of... You're reborn in the eyes of God. Do you not understand? You not look what I would do for you. Steal you. in the name of my own deity, irrespective of your wishes. You know, Franklin the Funny had a wish once. He's the only person in history who has successfully wished for 3 more wishes. He's the reason we can't do it anymore. He kept abusing the power. He found the lamp in a time before the possibility of this was conceived. And now, thanks to him, the loophole's been closed. And he mostly just used it to get gacha game prizes. He's like, look, I don't want to stop playing the game necessarily, but the monetization model is just really predatory. I want to get around this so I can get all the good stuff without spending ridiculous money. So I want you to make it so that I get good things in each random pack. You could have just said that. He didn't. He wished for individual ones that he wanted every time. He never just thought, make me permanently lucky at all gacha games. A genie can do that. They're actually designed to be played by genies. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah. That's who they're for. And so if you just thought it through, but no. No, he just wanted a fun-looking armoured bird. I don't fucking know, do I? I've not even named a game yet for it to be. The Warriors of Piss Mountain can no longer operate here. Their headquarters has been shut down. They have been told to vacate. And I've got a disc. And you've got a flisk. What's a flisk? It's a whisk specifically for flour, abbreviated to flisk, to make you laugh. And if you don't laugh, you can't use it. The flisk will not operate for someone who does not appreciate its sense of humour. An odd design choice, but inexplicably it makes it better at whisking flour. Do you whisk flour in any context? I mean, probably not just flour on its own, I wouldn't imagine. I'm not a huge baker. I'm just a regular-sized person. I can put on stilts, but I still can't bake, unfortunately. It doesn't fix what was the most immediate problem
preventing me from having the knowledge in this scenario. It just means I'm ignorant slightly higher up. Got a tea cozy frozen to the roof of my mouth, be afraid of me. Every place under the sea has a home, with me, in my heart. And I will remark on that twice, before eventually just stopping. You are paralysed in the sky before me. Nothing can save you at this point. Not even a funny Zeus. Funny Zeus is always like Zeus, but he's more comical. It's easy enough to remember, isn't it? Why does everyone find it so bloody complicated? I was wondering why, in regular combat, doing certain combos makes you get a Dragon Ball that appears in a little Dragon Ball slot at the bottom of the screen. And I'm noticing that doesn't happen in these, and I just realised, like, the fact that we don't have the Dragon Balls is the reason we can't just wish all the clones gone. So, it's weird that you've just thrown that at me. We don't have, like, a...
Thankfully, it subsided a bit.
Good.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble I've been causing.
This was a really inelegant way to transition into this
I
thing.
need to pull myself together so 16 won't have to worry anymore. Make no mistake, I didn't repair him just so he could worry about me.
That would be a weird reason to build a robot. His job is to stop you. I want
There
more
was a time
details.
before I was turned into an android, when I was a mother and I had a son.
Of course.
Later, he became the model for Android 16 and all that it would achieve. When I realized that, I wanted so badly to see him and have him by my side.
Of course.
After that, I repaired him and explained that I wanted to treat him like family.
Of course.
So, that is why I need to be stronger, so we may live in peace as a family.
Dearie me. I knew that plot point. I kind of thought it was like more sort of... or maybe less. We seem really deep into this story arc for nothing much to have happened. We should have a third person by now. Give us something. We've had so many scenes of just... here's this thing you already knew. Like, just side details that you could have slotted in anywhere, really. You could have had the Beetroot Brothers show up. That'd have been a great moment. Everyone remembers the Beetroot Brothers. Famous scene in Dragon Ball where everyone remembers the Beetroot Brothers. Call back to that would have broken records. The fastest selling wind in the West. You could buy the breeze now, if you absolutely must. And this is how you shift units. This is how you shift breeze units. Leave me alone with your orb. Bonk syndrome affects everyone in different ways. And it's gonna affect you like this. Get off me. Get off me, you vicious little shit. I'll viciously shit on you in a second, or near you at the very least. You're gonna know. You're gonna... oh, God, for snuff. Fine. A big green man will kick you. How about that? How about that for big feet? Turnbo... no. Okay, Turnbo 57 did not work, and I didn't even get a chance to deploy Turnbo 58. I'll write up the notes, the observations on the effectiveness. We'll patch it later. Oh, when the lifeline committee gives you reason to fret in the dark. You need to be reminded where you are in the park. Don't get lost near some bushes. A squirrel might look at you and think, ah, they're lost, the fool. You don't want to get judged by a squirrel now, do you? The Gambit. The Gambit of St. Paul is a risky move in any fighting game. Oh, the risk has not paid off. The risk has not paid off in any measurable way. Oh, I can blow up the floor. That's just how I blow up the floor normally. That's nothing really to observe about that. It's fine. It's just an exploding floor. It's fine. Why couldn't I get 78 scenes of Majin Buu just being like hoo hee hee hoo hoo hee hee hoo 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 hoo. You don't deserve my bones. But I might persuade you to run away. If that is your prize. Puncher in the face. Ow! It's difficult to have. It's difficult to draw a prime number. I was too distracted with a different funny button. Now I'm paying for it with my pride. Paid the price for strawberry hubris, ha ha. Oh fuck, come on. Come back to Fuckery Duck Lane. We've got all sorts of strawberries.
No, take your time.
All sorts of memories for you to create. No! The backbone of the medicine shop! It's fallen apart. I knew it would come down to this. Leave it. Yes. You don't need legs anymore. Smash them off. Again, just more of this, just more strangeness links.
It's a good feeling just talking to you like this. I think it helps suppress my urges a little. They say that diseases come from the mind. Fortifying my own should help stop the urges I'm having.
I don't think that's true. Who says that, can I ask?
Unfortunately, this isn't exactly a disease. I don't know.
So
I'm
it
still
didn't even
confused.
apply.
How do humans overcome their evil urges?
Oh, you are a delight.
Actually, I don't have any memories of my life as a human.
Oh no.
The only thing that I can remember is that I am Android 21.
Being an android stops you from having memories. Although usually it stops you from having memories of being the android, so it can be a twist that you're like a copy of this person. In this case, it's a twist that you're not. Not that it'll ever pay off.
There's no point in getting depressed just because I have no memories. I can easily fix that problem by making new memories.
There you go.
Also,
I'll
I
make a
discovered
new
something
human
fun
for
that
me to
people
be in the
without memories
past.
can do.
Well,
I was trying to remember what my human name was, and began to imagine what my life was like. I think it's fun. Android 16 doesn't understand what's so fun about it, though.
well, he has got rocket hands now. I don't think he particularly cares what he was before. I wouldn't. Fuck me. Just another one. Another bunch of folks. Right. We'll call that episode there. So, yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time for, I guess, just 6 more bloody maps of that. Good grief.